Hello everybody, welcome to Nikki's Lab Love Tarot World. I am Nikki and today Taurus is going to get a collective Taurus read for today. I am doing all the signs and I'm also still going to continue collective readings. I'm just going to be doing more. Spirit wants me to do more. We've had a shift in the energy and now more than ever, my angels and spirit guides are pushing me to get more readings out. So I'm going to do the signs. I've been prompted to by a lot of places and things. So today is Taurus's lucky day. I'm going to do the fire signs next and then water. So let's get going. I want to keep these kind of shorter. They do get long and I get real tired. I fell asleep yesterday before I can get to Taurus to finish up the earth. So if you have sun, moon, rising, or north node in Taurus, this is your reading. So let's get going in the present energy. What's going on for my Taurians? I have a Taurus in my Venus. So let's see. Yes, we need one. Wisdom. Okay. It's a wisdom card for my Taurus. You are starting to see things for what they truly are, and you've gained some kind of truth in some situation, which, oh yes, by the way, I forgot to tell you what I did in the pre-read. Let me tell you that first. Way I do things, I get downloads, and then I also pre-shuffle, and whatever I see fly out or kind of give me intuitive insights of what the reading is going to be about, I write them down before we get started. Taurus, you have trouble moving past something. That's what I'm hearing. You're going round and round and round about something in your mind and or in your heart because you've had to make a tough decision because you gained some truth and now it's showing itself in the present energy. There's been no equal give and take and somebody's feelings have changed and now someone is taking back their power. So here it is. You can pause it, read it. This is exactly what the reading is about. Hopefully the cards, usually they do, corroborate what I'm saying. This is way you don't think I'm just blowing stuff up my butt. This is coming from the divine, and we've already blessed my cards, placed, asked my archangels and spirits to keep all love and light from the Most High in our hearts and to make sure that nothing evil will attach to me or my collective. So I do that too. I bless the place in the cards. So let's get going. Yes, I'm hearing skip the light seers first. We're going to clarify the current energy with the wisdom. So you gain some education about something. It's a 5. You're on the precipice of making these decisions if you haven't done so already. You've learned something. And you've gained some wisdom about something, which we're going to get more on it though. I'm not going to jump ahead. Let's see what's my Taurus. What do they gain knowledge about? What is going on in the current energy that my Taurus has learned energy from what? What is the wisdom from what? What have we learned? Taurus, I'm very proud of you if that's the case. I get the feeling I'm not going to say what I think it is because I don't want to prejudge the cards before they fall out. But it's something that you're emotional about, I'm getting, because feelings have changed. So I'm going to see what that's about. All right, so what you have gotten knowledge about is, see why I don't say anything? I said feelings have changed, and I said something I hate. I know it. I don't like love readings, but this is what it feels about. Somebody that you cared about, and it's because it's the lovers. It's a choice you made. The wisdom you've learned, now you've made a choice. Good, bad, or ugly. We're going to get more to clarify that. This is in your energy, right? This is your energy. It could be you or the other. Again, he's a she, she's a he. I don't deal with gender so much unless the spirit tells me straight out that's what it is. So at this point, somebody in this relationship, whether it's business or love, I'm getting more romantic, but it could go either way. Somebody that you've wised up about. I try to say wow and wise at the same time. You're wised up about somebody around you. That the feelings of either your feelings or their feelings have changed. I'm getting maybe it's you, but somebody's not wanting you to move past this. You're having trouble or somebody else is having trouble with the decisions that somebody made about the situation. So let's get more. It's major arcana, something pretty significant. When majors come out, it's significant. It's significant. I want to make sure that that's not a, I just got we're doing the psychic oracle deck. I just want to make sure that that's not a major. I think it could be a major arcana because I don't know this deck very well. Yeah, it is. It's 2 major arcana. Thank you. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, and this is the Hierophant. Yeah. Okay. So Hierophant and the lovers. I thought so, but there's you've pulled down. Your intuition has told you there's something wrong with this, and it has to do with some kind of choice that you made about love. We're going to get more because this is major in your current energy right now. It's just like people think this is kind of, easy what we do, that we just create stuff. I'm an intuitive reader. If you want to know more about me, you can check out my description, but I get messages from beyond as well as the cards and my intuition, and I'm an empath. So I use all these things together, and it's like a story I got to put together with what I'm feeling based on what I'm hearing. because not always what I'm feeling, Spirit will correct me and say, no, that's wrong. And I'm like, okay. So if I zone out, that's because I'm hearing something. So just know that. So the Lovers, you made a choice about something that you know in your heart was the truth. So yeah, you're starting to explain yourself to people possibly, and it's causing some people to change their feelings about you maybe. Take it as it resonates. I'd love to know if any of this resonates for you. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Again, somebody that is older, possibly an earth sign. Excuse me, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be you because you're a Taurus. Yes, this could be your feelings have changed. You could be a man, but again, take it as it resonates. You could be somebody that's successful in your life, financially, stability, you have it all. But the one thing you don't have is somebody to share it with, possibly, or the person that you thought you were going to share it with, not hanging in there. Is, you know, somebody's taking their power back. I heard that too in the beginning, and I think that might be you. Yeah, here's two more. Another two major arcanas in reverse. Now, my nose is itching, so I'm holding on. I'm getting a message now. So this is a Wheel of Fortune and the Death in reverse. Somebody, this is not you. This is major for somebody else that, this is in the reverse. So somebody that their Wheel of Fortune has been taken away, and or they have not transformed in order to get their Wheel of Fortune, which means you have learned that somebody isn't who they say they are. Let's put it that way. So this has shattered your thought. This is major arcana, all of it, except the King of Pentacles, which is a person, male or female, that embodies the King of Pentacles. This is a known, he's a very nice person, this King of Pentacles, so I'm assuming that's probably you, but again, take it as it resonates. I'm reading for collective Tauruses. Tauruses usually embody pretty down to earth, so I'm going to say that's you because we're reading for Taurus, putting you to the right here. So you've learned something about somebody, and the Lovers is in the upright here. It did come out in the reverse, but I was asked to put it in the upright because you have consciously made a choice. But even though you're having trouble moving past it, your feelings are still there. We get it. We're not going to just overnight get over somebody. But you have changed. Your Wheel of Fortune is coming in for you. And the person that is around you that you don't have feelings for anymore, we're going to pull more. This is just with the kind of the storyline I'm getting based on what I saw before. Is that you're deciding to take your power back, which means you're not helping somebody anymore when it comes to money, business, and finance, something like that. It could be love. You might be taking it all away. This could be somebody you work with too that you care about. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. I don't see cups here yet. Right now, if I had to take a guess without knowing anything else, I'd say it could be about a business or love or a move. Maybe you moved with somebody and you're moving out, and now you're taking your you're taking their rent money with you. I don't know. But you learned something about somebody, or at least you saw them for who they are, because this is the Hierophant. So you literally have seen somebody's love is not there anymore. So what is this about? Can I get more on this? Why is the Death and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Who is this about? What is that about? Please. Can I get more on that? I can spend 20 minutes just on this. I'm trying to keep them shorter. Taurus, what is going on with this in the energy around you, or take it as it resonates again. Don't have you here to corroborate who's who, but you know who's who. I don't need to know. The cards will tell it. Cards will get it out. So why is this Death and Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take this in the upright for now. Three of Swords and the Messenger. Somebody gave you a message about heartbreak, and it came in reverse, so it must be that the feelings are gone. That's what I mean. The feelings have changed, but also the feelings are no longer there anymore. This would have, at one point, and there could be a message coming from somebody's in somebody's head about some kind of message of heartbreak, that you've decided that I'm over this, and I'm gonna take my money, and I'm gonna take myself, and I'm gonna take my future and walk away. I won't be surprised at all. The Eight of Cups falls out here. Three of Swords. It has to do with somebody's transformation. It came in the reverse. Somebody cannot make this change. You've tried helping this person. You tried giving them wisdom, I heard, which means you tried to help show them the right way of whatever it is you're doing in this relationship. You tried to explain to them that you can't be in this energy. This came out in reverse, so I'm going to put it back in the reverse. Somebody is not seeing the forest for the trees, is what I heard. You're moving. This King of Pentacles is just like, I've had it. I'm going to turn my back on these people. Yeah, the Lovers is facing the Wisdom, which means the choice has been made after the knowledge has been learned. All right. Anything else on this? Current energy. This is current. All this is happening right now. And it's major arcana. All of these are, except the three. Everything here is a message. Look at this. This is a false message is coming in. Somebody's trying to figure out. Okay. Because the swords is heartbreak and it's swords. And that's in the mind. I think it's in reverse. I think you know that this is the right decision to make, but you're having trouble moving past it because you know it hurts. But you're trying to pretend that it doesn't maybe, but you're doing the best that you can to get away from this situation to help preserve self-protection, I heard. Self-preservation, thank you, that's what I heard. Self-preservation. Can I get any more on why this heartbreak and the message? What is the message about? What's the message in reverse? Messenger is somebody's going to be handing you something, maybe eviction or evicted. Somebody moving out, being evicted from the house. Yeah, 10 of Wands in reverse. The burdens, somebody doesn't want to let the burden, letting go of the burdens is in the upright, but this came out in reverse. Somebody is a lot, I swear to God, my deck is not in the reverse. Literally, I've shuffled this a million times. Somebody doesn't want to face the issue, whether that's you or the other person, that this is over. There's no equal give and take. This is a burden for you, but somebody else doesn't see it that way. So again, we got definitely two different opinions going on here. I'm getting back. It means it's just, I'm like, somebody's over here, somebody's over here, and they don't see eye to eye. Here it is. No equal give and take, going round and round, and someone is taking their power back, which I believe is you, Taurus. I believe you're taking your life back, is what I heard. You're no longer going to be burdened by these people or things or person. And it's the hardest decision you've ever had to do. I ain't been there, boy, I know. I get it. Can I get one more about this, and then we'll move on to future energies. We can get one more. Why is the burden? What was the burden about? Let's do that. What was the burden about? What was the drop? What was the burden that was dropped? About the heartbreak. What's this? Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Hanging on to your material abundance. Again, like I said, I didn't see cups here. So again, take this as however it is. Could be a business dissolving. It could be a friendship dissolving. Could be you give more than you got, and now you're deciding that I'm not doing that anymore. Four of Pentacles. That came in the upright. That's you hanging on to what you deserve. And yeah, King of Pentacles is trumps the Four of Pentacles big time. So somebody may be feeling like now with you taking your King of Pentacles and going, they're left with just four. So they're upset about that in some way, because with you was the Wheel of Fortune, and without you, they got to start over maybe. Yeah, Five of Wands in the bottom of the deck, and the Emperor again. That came out in the pre-shuffle as well. In the World in reverse. Somebody does not want you to be the Emperor, which is the leader of your own life. Somebody's trying to keep you held back and doesn't want a cycle to end. That's what you don't see. That's what you don't see coming. Somebody wants to keep you in this merry-go-round. That's what I heard, a merry-go-round. Going round and round. Okay, well, you've decided I'm not playing. You made the choice. That's why the Lovers came out in the upright. The only major arcana that did. You've made a decision to walk from this, and you said, I'm using my knowledge. It's like someone's trying to gaslight you, is what I heard. Into saying like you didn't know what you know, but you've got proof, and you've shown somebody some proof. You've given them the wisdom, and there's a 5 here. There's a lot of 5s. So there's a lot of arguing. Sorry, Taurus, this sucks. I don't like these kinds of reads. All right, no, I'm told to pull the future. Yep, future. Okay. I'm going to go back to the Psychic Tarot Oracle for the future energy. So right now, let's recap for the present, Taurus. Present is that you have you gained some kind of wisdom and knowledge from the higher realms, showed you your ancestors and angel guys kind of, yep, thank you, I was about to say it, but the confirmation verb, excuse me, came out instead. Spirit has told you and made you kind of see something you didn't want to see, and you have decided to checkmate somebody in some way where they either are asked to go or you're leaving someone or something, or an issue or something that has to do with cash, money, or security or something. And there's some kind of message that was delivered that broke your heart, and you're dropping this burden in order to protect yourself when it comes to finances and stability. Could be love. The lovers are here, but it's also a choice. So you made a conscious decision, I heard, to do this. And now that's the present energy. So what's coming up with this decision made and this wisdom gained? What is the next 3 to 4 weeks going to bring for my Taurus? Wow, Taurus, I'm sorry that you're going through this. This is tough. It's been hard. The earth signs were hard, boy. The earth signs, if you haven't, go back and look at the other ones. One was good. I think Capricorn was good. It's just, there's major life-altering changes happening for everyone right now. That's why I do collective reads, which I'm still going to do. So here we go, Capricorn in the future. What is the major arching? Ooh, I've got a ringing in my ear. Okay, it's coming, I hear it. This is the future. This could be something that you just have to be aware of. What's coming next? What's coming next? I hear it. Take that. Okay. Future is... okay, the Magician. It's the Emperor. Don't worry. And I did get that before I started. I heard, in my mind, I said, wow, this is tough. And Spirit said, it's okay. They're going to rise above like an emperor. So here it comes. You are the emperor. You are a fire, and maybe you have Aries in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sag, but this is the Aries with the King of Pentacles. That's the best combination you can have, fire and earth. That's a great strength that you have. You will get by this. It's going to suck, but you're going to get by it. 4 is stability. You're going to take your stability back. You're going to be in charge of your life. You're choosing this. This is coming from the head over heart. I heard head over heart. Even though we have no cups here, I almost feel like you're angry. That's kind of what I'm gathering, which I would be too. Somebody effed over and they're finding out. They lied to you possibly. I don't know. We're going to get some clarifiers on that. But you are taking control of your life. You're a leader in your own right, of your own life. I heard you're the leader of your own life. All right, so let's see. Why is the Emperor here in the future? That's good. It's good. You're going to be okay. I heard everything's going to be okay. It's just going to be a sucky couple months. But let's see, it's getting over. Not bad. It's just getting over it. It's going to be like, it's almost like, wow, I had no idea you were like this. Like that's the kind of like somebody's mask fell off big time and now you're seeing who they really are. All right, Taurus, you're a good person. Don't worry about it. You're going to embody the Emperor energy to get through this. Why is the Emperor showing up in my future energy for Taurus? Why did they have to do that? Okay, it fell over here on the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, because you're the Hierophant, doubling down the same thing. Look at this. My nose is itching. Ugh, that's my sign. If you don't know me, when my nose itches, I'm right on the target. You're doubling down again. You're listening to your intuition because you know it's right. That's how you're going to get through this. You're trusting in God. You're trusting in your angels and spirit guides because you know that's exactly right. You knew it. 4 or 5. Again. Yep, this is a 5. 4 or 5. 45, you may be 45 years old. You may, it's a progression, 4 to 5, which means you're gonna get through it. It's gonna be, not gonna be easy, but you're gonna get through it. And what you don't see at the bottom of the deck, is you're the star, baby, with the 10 of Pentacles. Bingo. 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, you're taking your money back. I have to say, this has to do with something about marriage, possibly. The love is gone. I heard the love is gone. It's not funny, but I'm sorry. But that's it. You are this person. Don't worry about the star Aquarius. Could be somebody in your life, but apparently you are shining like a diamond now that you leave this behind. Now Spirit can wrap their arms around you, your ancestors, and give you what you deserve, which is the keys to the kingdom, I heard, which is the 10 of Pentacles. I know this sucks. This is just a bump in the road, and this is the transformation. I did get that. The death is here, and it's in reverse. That's for the other person. They couldn't transform into the person you wanted them to be, or they changed in some way that isn't good. Death in the upright is positive transformation. Death in the reverse means somebody did not choose wisely or did not do what they said they were supposed to do, or who they weren't. Thank you. That's what Spirit's telling me. They weren't who they said they were. That's where I got back earlier when I said, wow, I didn't know that this was who you were. So again, it's not, you're seeing somebody for who they truly, truly are right now, and that's shocking. But intuitively, you kind of knew it maybe and didn't want to see it. That's also the kind of vibe I'm getting. You kind of knew all along, but hoping that you were wrong. Spirit says when people show you who they are, believe them. All right, one more for the future. It's looking beautiful. You got the Hierophant, the Star, Ten of Pentacles, and the Emperor. What more can you, there's no more in your head about this. You're no more going to be defeated in your own, you're not going to put your own, thank you. You're not going to fight anymore about what you know to be true or who you are or what this is. You're facing truths, which is nice. Good job, Taurus. All right, we're at 2022, so we're going to wrap it up with the angel deck here in a second, but one more. These go long, and I try to keep them, yeah, 2 of Wands. You're taking the harder road. You took the harder road out of this, meaning you didn't rush into something else. You're not going to be rushing into somebody else or something else. You're taking the time to reflect, and you're going to take not the easy way out, is what I heard. Whatever this was, you didn't take the easy way out. You saw it through to the end. Whatever this was, you gave it your best shot, and it is what it is. Spirit says you can't change people, only you. What you don't see on that, 3 of Pentacles, correct. Again, I think this has to do with business. I want to say it could be love in there. Maybe you did a long time business with somebody or love with somebody, that something is a contract coming for you. That's what you don't see. It just could be that. You might have a new adventure coming in that you don't see just yet because you have the 10 of Pentacles here. Yeah, 10 of 3. Yeah, 13 is 4. Yeah, stability, 10 of Pentacles, money, happiness. It's going to be there. Right now it doesn't feel so great, but it will be fine. Let's get you some angel messages. Let's do that. We need some uplifting. This is a little heavy because I could feel I could feel the disappointment. I could feel the disappointment in this. It's like I'm sad. That's what I feel. Sad. Like this should have not ended this way. This should have gone differently. You put your heart and soul into this, whatever it was. Please let me know if this resonates by just putting down a little heart emoji or something, and if I'm getting this correct. When you interact, it helps my channel grow. I'm doing this for the collective Taurus and everybody else. Angels and spirit guides want to share with you. Blessings are coming. Now that you've done this, you've made you've chose you, and the hardest decision was to do this and walk away or get rid of this, and now you're going to be blessed. And I see it here with your future energy. It doesn't get any better than that. The Star and 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I have Taurus, so maybe I claim this. This is my love. Venus is in Taurus, so maybe that's right for me because I had to walk away too, but this is for you. Taurus, this is, I am so happy that you made that decision. I know it's very hard to do, but you're about to be blessed. And what you don't see, because you did all this, you're a sensitive soul. That's exactly what I'm picking up on. Let me read this. Taurus is so sensitive. Archangel Haniel, you're an extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Right, Taurus. I am just said it. I just said I'm picking up sadness here. You're so sensitive about this. The love is gone, but you did care about this person, or the feelings are gone. I just said feelings have changed. The feelings have changed about whoever this is or whatever this was. You don't want this anymore or whatever this is. And again, you're taking back your power, which is exactly perfect because the Emperor came out. That's what came out in the pre-shuffle. That's why I wrote it down. It corroborates that right there in the future energy. You are an Emperor, a Star, and you got a 10 of Pentacles, baby. Congratulations. And you trust your intuition, Spirit saying you know what is right for you. Don't let anybody ever tell you differently. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for this decision that you made, because it's beautiful. 23:33 on the clock. And with that, I'm going to say thank you so much, Taurus. I love you much, and we'll see you on the next read. Have a good month.